Master, lately, I've been facing a lot of challenges at work. I feel like a rookie driver, with my hands on the steering wheel, but no idea how to make the right turns.
That reminds me of the Meng Hexagram from the I Ching, which is all about finding the right direction at life's crossroads.
Meng Hexagram sounds like the word confused in Chinese. Are you saying that I Ching acknowledges that sometimes people just stumble through life feeling lost?
You've got the idea. Meng represents ignorance or confusion, but it's not a negative thing. It's the most natural starting point in life. In fact, it's precisely because we're confused that we have the potential to learn. Think of a baby who doesn't know how to walk, only because they can't. They eventually learn step by step.
So, can I think of the Meng Hexagram as a beginner's guide or a growth manual?
Exactly. The Meng Hexagram teaches us how to find enlightenment amid confusion and how to move from immaturity to maturity.
What does the hexagram statement say?
It says, Meng, success. I do not seek out the ignorant youth. The ignorant youth seeks me. The first divination will be answered. Repeated questioning shows disrespect and will not be answered. It is beneficial to remain upright and steadfast.
Sounds pretty cryptic. Can you break it down?
Meng, success means that the process of enlightenment can lead to success if approached correctly. I do not seek out the ignorant youth. The ignorant youth seeks me. Implies that wisdom doesn't come looking for you. You have to actively seek it. As for the first divination will be answered. Repeated questioning shows disrespect and will not be answered. It emphasizes the importance of respectful inquiry. Finally, it is beneficial to remain upright and steadfast. Teaches us that sticking to the right principles is key to personal growth.
So basically, it's saying that growth requires active pursuit, not waiting for knowledge delivery service to show up at your door.
What a great metaphor. That's exactly it. The first step in personal growth is to take initiative.
But why does it say repeated questioning won't be answered? Isn't asking more questions a good thing?
It's not about the quantity of questions. It's about the attitude. Genuine inquiry comes from thoughtful reflection, mindlessly repeating questions, without critical thinking, shows a lack of respect for the learning process. Even if you ask 100 times, you won't gain true insight unless you engage your mind.
Ah, I get it now. Asking questions is a skill in itself. So the hexagram statement makes sense. But what about the 6 lines? What do they mean?
Each line represents a different stage of personal growth. Let's go through them one by one. First line, enlightening the ignorant. It is beneficial to use discipline to correct behavior. Removing restraints when appropriate avoids regret.
That sounds harsh. Is it saying we need to punish people to teach them?
Not exactly. It's not about punishment in the modern sense. It's about the importance of structure and discipline. In the early stages of learning, clear rules and guidance are essential. Think of it like learning to drive. You need to understand traffic laws before hitting the road, or you'll put yourself and others in danger.
So it's like employee onboarding. The training manuals may seem tedious, but without them, it's hard to perform well.
Exactly. Rules aren't restrictions, they're protection. Second line, embracing ignorance brings good fortune. Accepting a virtuous partner is auspicious. A child can manage the household successfully.
That sounds like it's talking about marriage.
On the surface, yes, but it's a metaphor. It's really about nurturing growth with patience and care, just as a harmonious family environment fosters a child's development. A supportive learning environment helps individuals thrive.
Kind of like a good mentor in the workplace, guiding you patiently while giving you room to grow.
Exactly. Patience and guidance help people flourish. Support doesn't mean overprotection. Third line, do not take a woman lightly. When you meet a man of wealth, do not depend on him. This brings no benefit.
That's a bit puzzling. What does it mean by do not take a woman lightly?
It's symbolic. The line warns against judging based on appearances or superficial qualities. Don't be deceived by wealth or status. True value lies beneath the surface.
So it's like saying, don't be fooled by people's perfect Instagram posts.
Exactly. The most valuable things are often hidden from plain sight. Fourth line. Trapped in ignorance leads to regret.
Straight to the point. Staying ignorant will get you stuck.
Precisely. The real danger isn't ignorance itself. It's being content with it. Refusing to grow or staying in your comfort zone leads to stagnation and missed opportunities.
Like the comfort zone trap, stay there too long, and it turns into a regret zone.
Exactly. Growth requires stepping beyond the familiar. Fifth line, a child's. Ignorance brings good fortune.
That sounds surprisingly positive. Is it saying ignorance is good?
Not exactly. It's about maintaining a childlike curiosity and openness. The greatest obstacle to growth isn't ignorance. It's the belief that you already know everything.
So the smartest people are often the ones who keep asking questions, never assuming they know it all.
Exactly. Wisdom often begins with a simple question. Why? Sixth line. Attacking ignorance is not beneficial. Defending against ignorance is advantageous.
Attacking ignorance sounds aggressive. Does it mean we should forcefully correct others?
Not at all. It's a warning against using harsh methods to address ignorance. Real education and conflict resolution come from patience and understanding, not from force or aggression.
Kind of like workplace conflicts. Winning an argument doesn't mean you've solved the problem.
Exactly. True victory isn't defeating others. It's overcoming yourself.
See, even though the Meng Hexagram comes from an ancient text, every lesson still applies today.
Yeah, ignorance isn't the enemy. Refusing to grow is. Asking questions isn't a weakness. Thinking deeply is real strength. And personal growth isn't about instant results. It's a continuous journey of breaking through confusion. Life is a journey of constantly breaking through ignorance. By stepping out of confusion, we move toward wisdom. True growth comes from embracing our uncertainties and turning them into stepping stones toward wisdom.